My bad. That's definitely one of the ones I can.
How about I say that's one of them, man.
Yeah,
that's one of them.
That's one of them. You gotta just let that.
Man, that's one of them.
I kind of get lost in that song.
Yeah,
because I get kind of like in my feelings a little bit, and I be like, "Oh man, hold on, I gotta let this run."
Yeah,
man. I don't know. I was thinking to myself, what's this episode 48? 48. I was thinking to myself, like I said in the last episode, I'm just getting right into it. My bad. I've been feeling very motivated to get stuff right, get myself on track.
Yeah.
I started my application to grad school.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself in. And you know what's crazy? You know, you gotta do the little personal statement and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the type of writer, right? I don't even know how to word this, but I'm one of the people I just like throw all my words on a sheet of paper and then I clean it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't be like, well, the sentence would be this. I just think that take too long.
Yeah.
I just start typing and I just really just started going through. I don't know. I get very wordy because I got to give you the background of this before I tell you this. I got to get the background of that before I tell you that. And I just going through everything like undergrad, post undergrad, career, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking to myself like, dang, man, like a lot of times went by. I didn't know I did so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I ain't did that in a while, but I felt proud. I felt proud to just even say I did all that. But I don't know. That was the first thing on my mind, and it felt good. Like it felt good to even like start the process. You know what I'm saying? I felt good. I felt motivated.
How long has it been since you wrote a paper?
For myself, I ain't wrote a paper. Shoot. Probably like 3 years.
Yeah. You know, like just being like not even that far removed, maybe about, we'll call it 5 years, which is a lot, I guess. But
that's from grad school, right? Yeah.
So I can just imagine like how it, because I would have to study for some stuff for my job and like just studying. I was like, man, I felt like I hadn't did this in a while. So I can only imagine those people that's been out of school 15, 20 years that decide to go back and like, how they got to get reacclimated and stuff, and like how hard that is for them.
I remember when I was just working on an essay, I found myself procrastinating. I was like, dang, I'm doing the same thing I was doing in undergrad. I was like, dang, bro, like I ain't even been in school and I'm putting this stuff off. But I was like, well, I got to change that. And I know if I'm that way, I can just, like you said, I can imagine for somebody just to tap back into that mentality.
Yeah, you haven't been a student in a long time.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy because I think about it, like school was my reality. That was my normal for 23 years.
Yeah.
You know, 23 years, 22, 23 years, and then it was just it. You know what I'm saying? And I felt myself getting comfortable, but now it's just like, it's time to get back up on that little horse or whatever. Welcome to the Transferable Experience podcast, man. And that's one of my experiences, man. I think I'm going to go for that. Because you know what it is, bro? And this is totally it ain't off topic, but like, I reached a certain point in my life where I look at my assets and I cross-reference that with my situation and my skill set, right? And I ask myself, and you gotta, man, this episode about asking yourself the real questions, all right?
Yep.
The real question I asked myself, what I did before I even started writing that essay, I was like, where can I go with what I got? And I was like, it ain't that I'm a failure or nothing. It's just that I've exhausted pretty much everything I can do at this level. And I got like, if this room was flooding, I can like see myself getting to the roof.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, there's nowhere to go. Like
the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm hitting that ceiling. Like I'm getting, like I see the ceiling. And I'm like, man, I'm not comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I started making strides, bro. Outside of that, this week has been a very motivated week because every day this past week, I had some type of speaking or meeting in the afternoon after work. Like Tuesday, I had a little phone call I was on. Wednesday, we had our little, did our little thing. Then yesterday I hosted another meeting, and it just made me feel like I was back in like school or something. Where like, cause I remember back in undergrad for me, I used to have something to do like every day. Like after class, like my day ain't end till like 9. It always ended in some type of meeting or executive board meeting or something like that. Some people might call that just like busy work, but like it felt good to be a little busy. And I was like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it made my life a little bit more vibrant. I was like, man, I gotta stay engaged. I gotta stay engaged. But
is that one of those things that you didn't realize you missed until like you kind of got back in the swing of it? And like, oh man, I forgot what this felt like. I missed this.
Yeah, exactly. It made me feel a little. I don't even know what the word for it is, but fulfilling. It's a purpose. Yeah, make you feel useful. Like okay, and it ain't just that. It's just like on each one of them calls I had, I feel like I got something done. Like we hit a good like a finite point. Like okay. After the conversation, boom, here's a solution. This is what we're doing next. Yeah. I like that feeling. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, yeah, it was definitely one of those things where it's like, bro, I ain't even realize I missed it that much into this past weekend. I don't know. It gave me a bigger outlook on life, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm always about personal growth and centering yourself and stuff like that. Yeah. But that kicked my week off. That kicked my week off pretty good. And I don't know, when you on that, kind of like what you were saying a couple months ago, I came in with this episode, but when you just that high, you just gotta ride that wave, bro. Like don't stop type thing. Like, well, you already did this, well, let's do this. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. And
keep the momentum going.
Yeah, man. Just keep the momentum going. And I don't know, it feels good. But how was what you been up to, man?
Oh man, it was just, not gonna lie, this is the first 5-day work week I've had in a long time.
Like Monday through Friday.
Yeah, this is the first one, with the holidays and me being off every other Friday. Like, this is the first time I worked 5 days in a while. But it was good, man. I don't know. My birthday was last Wednesday, and
Happy birthday.
I was kind of in the moment at the time and, just making sure stuff went how it was supposed to go and worried about that. But I don't know. I kind of been like just reflecting and trying to like get my goals in order and starting to like put them out there, Like I noticed with me, like I gotta like stuff tend to happen for me if I just always be talking about it,
Yeah. What they call it, speaking into existence.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so for sure. I just been on that wave, and I just been kind of talking about the stuff I want to do. It's no secret I'm trying to buy a home in 2022. So, this year. Dang.
Yeah, big boy.
So I just been thinking about that, talking about that, and like starting to like really like say, okay, this not like a concept. Like, are you trying to do this? So, okay, you need to tighten up and like, get everything in order, man.
Exactly.
Know what's coming in, know what's going out. Sometimes you can get a little loose and be like, oh, I forgot about that. Then, okay, that makes sense. But no, I know this come out then, this come out then, and just being intentional, man, about that, and starting to like figure out what that even looked like for me as far as like geographically, where am I trying to be, and
right,
all that kind of stuff. So I've been putting thought into that, and that mainly. And then, like I told you, man, like one of the things I just been doing a lot of self-inventory, man.
Self-inventory, I like that.
Because it honestly started from the house thing. I'm not going to lie. Because it was like,
okay,
well, how many bedrooms you need? I was like, well, it's just me. But I was like, well, dang, is it going to always be me?
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, dang, well, how many other people outside of me do I want to be here?
How do people going to be living here?
Yeah, and I started and that kind of just sent me down the spiral. Like, because, man, I was like, yeah, I kind of want to get something that I can kind of grow into, but I don't want to like be OD,
Okay.
So like, I don't have to have a 4-bedroom. That's just ridiculous. But
at the same time,
two is good. 3, that ain't. But
yeah,
I'm about to say you're not gonna just find a lot of 1-bedroom houses anyway.
No, you're not.
But so that just sent me down the spiral of thinking of that. And I was like, well, I got to meet somebody, and get to that point with them first, and. Then they just sent me down the spiral of, me and where I'm at in life. And I start thinking, and I was like, I get because I just started thinking about the women I've dated and whatnot, and and I just, like I said, I just really went down a rabbit hole, and I started to notice there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah,
like
there's a common theme. There's a theme.
I don't think I like that because it was like, well, okay. It just made me wonder. It's like if you attracting or dealing with the same type of person, but it's like some stuff you don't know until you know, like some stuff you can't just tell until you like get to know a person further, right?
Right.
But when I get to know a person further, I'm noticing like it's a lot of like distinct characteristics that are commonalities between people, and then me being the intrinsic accountable person I am, almost hyper accountable in my opinion.
Talk your stuff, King.
I start to say like, well, what is it about me that attract that type of like people that have that type of characteristic?
Right.
And what if I don't like that?
Right.
That's what I attract. Like, do that mean I need to do something a little different?
Do I got to change myself?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot lately, man. Because I know there's people that normally I date. They normally like.
I was just about to ask that.
Like more so like homebodies,
Okay. So you get a lot of like introverted.
More so introverted type homebody type people. And I'd be like, well, what is it about me? Like, do I?
Now, when you say, so I ask you this, what has been your dynamic between them and you and the homebody type? Is it all, I mean, I'm sorry, like what is the dynamic between you and that type? You know what I'm saying? Or do you feel like you always pulling them out the house? Or do you feel like y'all agree on most things? Or do you feel like they're not exciting enough for you? Or?
Well, sometimes it's like, I guess, how they say sometimes opposite attract, sometimes similarities. So it's like, you're on the same
like
frequent. But at the same time, it's like, it got to be somebody that like,
push you out your
comfort zone, or else you just in that comfort zone. It's like
you'll never know what else is out.
And it's like, well, it's not that I don't mind this, but it's like
you be thinking there could be more. Yeah,
I mean too though, it's weird times, man. It's COVID, the spike, so it's like it's situations for me, in all honesty, where it's kind of like, would I mind going out more and doing more? No, not at all. But it's like, okay, but now it's like I got to run a risk analysis because it's like, okay, I go do this.
Who knows?
Get COVID, maybe. Oh, now I got to sit out work 5 days. Do I really want to take 5 days off? What we doing at work right now? Can I afford to? And so I think about all that. So it's kind of like it is a season to just kind of just chill and
go ahead.
But no, I feel like I kind of been dealing with that because I was at the beginning of the pandemic and lockdown, I was one of the ones being extremely responsible. I'm not going nowhere. Like, bro, at one point, the only time I left my house was to go for a walk during the day and to go to the grocery store once a week.
Yeah,
I was doing nothing. I was doing nothing else.
You weren't taking no risks, wasn't doing nothing.
And like I said, I was doing my in-home workouts, and I mean that still went on for like a while before I went back in the gym and actually started going out and about. But then it's like, I don't know, kind of as soon as I was like, okay, maybe I don't mind going out as much, vaccinated and all that stuff. I can just
do your thing.
Then it's like just the numbers started adding up. Then they announced the variant and the spike, and it's just like,
jeez, it's like,
and it's like, bro,
outside is dangerous.
I'm about to say, an active social life just ain't that serious.
Outside is dangerous, man.
I was gonna say active social life, but nah, I say all that to say though, it's like, like sometimes I be wanting to do stuff, but it's like I got to think about, okay, is there gonna be enough space and then blah 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 blah. But no, man, I just been thinking about that, the type of women I attract. And
I was about to ask you, I am rocking with you. But even like pre-COVID, like, I mean, you were still dating then, so
yeah.
Like, what was happening then? I mean, not to get in your business, but like,
oh, but we're here now. I mean, but I was
okay. I guess I asked you this.
Well, pre-COVID, I was in a relationship.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
okay.
That kind of.
Why wasn't it working with the homebodies?
I wouldn't say it's not working. It's just like I'm just starting to realize stuff more than anything. I'm not saying it's bad.
It's
or
not bad.
I'm just saying it's like it's more so just like an epiphany for me where I'm like starting to question stuff now. Like, well, why do homebodies more so kind of gravitate towards me?
Yeah, exactly. My bad. Go ahead.
But I had asked you a few weeks ago. I was like, would you call me a homebody?
And I told you yes.
Yeah. I was like, I'd be running errands all the time and doing stuff.
Yeah, but I always thought that you would rather be home. Like if you can choose, you would be. Even pre-COVID, I always thought you would, you would want to be home. Like you enjoy your house. You enjoy.
I mean, I don't mind being home, but I like moving around and stuff on the weekend. I sit down in front of a computer screen all Monday through Friday.
Yeah. I guess a homebody is somebody that just like rather be at home than go to the club.
Yeah, the club bar thing. That's not really they scene.
I'm about to say, but even though that's kind of like a misnomer anyway, because just because I don't want to go to the club don't mean I don't want to leave the house.
Oh yeah, or I want to do like I'm gonna say. There's other stuff to do. You can go to. I mean, it's always some type of random event going on, and then there's like a bunch of
a poetry night,
just restaurants and cool areas in Dallas. I'm gonna say it's plenty to do outside of that, so that's not. Yeah, I'm gonna say so that don't really just got a negative connotation to it. Like I said, I'm just realizing parallel. It got more to do with me than people.
I was just about to say. To
be honest with you, it got more to do with me than anything. I'm about to say it's not really.
Well, going to back to your original point, I was about to say, like, when I think about the women I've been involved with, and if you listening, shout out to you. I appreciate you. This kind of question takes a lot of, like you said, like accountability. So you got to be super self-aware and a little.
Gotta be honest with
and
yourself,
you got to have a level of emotional intelligence because, like. We as men, we can say, man, I just attract this. But sometimes it's our own personality or characteristics that bring out a trait in somebody else.
I'll be like, nah, that's what you go for.
Yeah. I ain't never argued this much until I've been with you. Well, you might be the one causing the arguments, N-word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
you be like, all women like to argue. Like, nah, bro, you just an argumentative person. And
you realize you don't.
That's you.
Yeah, exactly. How is every woman you been with argue a lot? No, that means you don't want to like to argue. You know what I'm saying?
Or like you say, like it can be you that bring that out of people. That may not even be something that they naturally do.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's you.
It's you. And I know this, and I know I'm the type of person. I was talking to my significant other about this. I know I'm the type of person, like I give a lot of myself. I give a lot of myself in the relationship. Or even in the talking phase, like, so I give a lot more trust. I give a lot more trust to the woman initially. You know what I'm saying? Like most dudes, you might hear like they kind of be like, "Oh, he don't share his emotions. He's like he got this hard shell or whatever." I don't be having that, bro. Like I'll tell you, like, bro, I'm sad. I'm gonna tell you why I'm sad. I hope you ask me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I want to trust you with that information. I want to, that helps me build a connection for myself. And a lot of times, once I start doing that, I make assumptions, and I think people smarter than they are. Then I get mad that they don't. I'm like, well, how you don't understand this? Like this is what we've been doing. But it's like, no, you put that expectation on that woman, Jew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You put that on her. She ain't asked for all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had to be accountable with that. And I had to start like making sure it was okay that we talk about certain things. And you know what I'm saying? Are you okay with us sharing this between each other? Because I can't just throw no expectation on you like unwarranted. And I realized like a lot of because I think about it like this. Relationships, I look at them like trial and error. Like if a relationship don't work for me, like if I break up with a girl, I'm not heartbroken most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, it's like those first days, like, dang, well, that's not that's you. That's just you just readjusting to being by yourself again.
Yeah, I mean, I live by the motto, you only need one to work out. Like literally. So I never get too caught up in it. And
exactly.
as long as you learning from it, I don't really.
That's what I get it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I figured this out. Like I look at it like a football game almost. Like after the game, you watch film. This is what we did good. This is what we did bad.
Yeah.
After a relationship, I'll be doing that. I'll be like, well, this is what we did good. This is what we did bad. This is what I did good. And this is what I did bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I noticed that like the type of woman I attract, I don't know. I got a pretty wide net.
Yeah. I'm about to say like it varied, but like I said, I know like some commonalities is like they normally always, kind of normally be pretty well to do and in their career already for the most part.
That's probably the standard that you set. Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean,
but that's just like I say, certain stuff like that, I won't know until like I talk to you and get to know you. That's why I say like, it's not like I go into this stuff knowing this already and then talk to you and be like, oh, okay. But no, it'd be like, hey, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. And then be like, oh, you do that? Oh, okay.
Then again, like, it ain't like I don't know, man.
But yeah, I've always seemed to attract, but see, that's what I'm talking about as far as what I attract. I always seem to attract women that had pretty solid careers and was in their career already. Yeah. Because typically I pretty much have always dealt with women that was doing better than me.
Yeah, yeah. No, for sure.
So.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's just something you attract. You can't, it wasn't like I was going out seeking that or anything, but.
You ever try to close the gap between that?
I just worry about my own personal development and growth. I don't have that type of.
I don't
know if that's like an insecurity or
I was about to say
ego.
Ego, yeah.
I don't mind being kept. Because at the end of the day, I'm just not a freeloader, so I'm gonna always pull my weight, whatever that weight is. I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna stay in my lane, but I'm gonna pull my weight. You know, so whatever that look like for me. But no, so. Yeah, I think that's always been one of them too. As far as that, and
I get a lot of ambition girls. They got a lot of ambition. They want a lot out of life.
Yeah,
probably kind of on the creative side. I get a lot of creatives.
See, I do
get a lot of creatives.
I never really dealt with a lot of creatives.
Like they always got some type of. You know that some of the girls, some of them really be into fashion. Some of them really be into like art, and then some of them like singing. Some of them like some. I've been getting a lot of like bohemian type of girls lately, like minimalist and stuff like that. Like I don't know, they just be on the other side of.
I never
a lot of free spirits.
See, I'm a very much structured, disciplined, organized.
Things are in
money driven type, so I don't even think I give off free spirit. Let's go hula hoop with bare feet vibes.
There's not a lot of room for the abstract, right?
No,
yeah.
Like,
see, So would they be like that? What you invite? You think that's what you invite? Do you invite that? Like
more so structured individual. Yeah, I think so. For sure. Like I said, that's because that's the energy I give out, because I'm always tending to upright, independent, and fearless. And
there you go.
On my square. So yeah, that's why I say I don't like being too loose. Like, like.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you up.
No, so like I said, I don't think. See, I understand that one because I don't give off that loosey goosey.
No, you don't.
Artsy type vibe. Nah.
Yeah.
Like I'm a very calculated individual. So
like a woman, like you can't ask a woman, well, what you want to do in life? They're like, oh, I'm gonna figure it out. Would that be like a good answer for you?
No.
See. That's what I'm saying. Like that's kind of like your standard too. Like what you said that you wouldn't know that until you talk to them. Yeah. So I get that.
Yeah, man, that's like, as I said, that's one of the things too. But when you were saying that, I was thinking about, I know too, my thing, because you was talking about, like, I assume common sense is common.
Yeah.
Like all common sense is common.
General.
But what I'm starting to realize is, like, although it may be common to you, everybody else has been through life and had different experiences. So something that you may experience all the time, so you know how to deal with it. So you expect everybody to know how to deal with it. Everybody may haven't dealt with that, so they don't know how to deal with that. Right. Or it's not just oh yeah, I know what to do. Like, why you don't? Or me getting frustrated, that's common sense. But they's like, to you, not me.
Yeah, not to me.
And that's like one of the things where it's like, I don't know, because I be feeling like stuff is like straight up common sense, like. Yeah, like on some like if somebody knock at your door, you may want to look through the peephole first
before you answer. Yeah.
Like I be thinking stuff is like that. Like you should know this.
Yeah, this is regular practice.
But it's not always the case, man. I'm learning it. I do feel though as we get older though, come on,
yeah.
Because sometimes, like I say, but at the same time though, I gotta realize that everybody didn't have the same experience as you. Everybody didn't grow up as you. And
everybody not as mature as you either.
Yeah, so. Sure. I don't think I'm that mature. I think I am mature. I just like that. I don't know.
You're pretty mature.
I definitely couldn't be labeled immature.
No. But I think at this point,
that kind of just got a negative connotation in my mind. I know it don't.
When you call somebody mature?
Or I don't know. It just makes me feel like I'm old and not fun.
No, see,
that's what I think when I hear mature. That you not fun. No, I like to have fun.
No, I think when I say that you're mature, I think I'm saying like you know yourself. You know, you know who you are. You know what you like. You know what you don't like.
Know what will work, what won't work.
What will work, what won't work. And to be honest, I think we are pretty much getting there now. Once upon a time. It wasn't a lot of us that was there. But I feel like like I say, I maybe knowing myself as a person, I had got to that point, but knowing knowing myself in a relationship, like dealing romantically with people and knowing what can work short term and what can work long term. That's just stuff that honestly I just kind of didn't learn within the last couple years, But you gotta like try it first. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say you never know until you try it. It's literally trial and error.
That's what I be thinking. Like,
like you said, that's the kind of life as a whole. You just try stuff. You learn. You realize what's for you and what's not for you.
Yeah, bro. And I don't want that to come off as like I'm giving the impression that I was just dating women to find myself. No, I found myself through dating women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a bar.
Yeah,
that's perfectly.
You know what I'm saying? That's a bar. Because you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to think. Because I see. I be around and I hear the.
So I wasn't nothing but a trial.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be your therapist? No. I might need therapy after this, but what I was saying and what I would want to get back to, circling back, is that a lot of that comes from me myself knowing like that's how I learn, that's how I get to know people. And sometimes I'm gonna hit a roadblock. Like you said, you assume common sense. I assume like kind of just like intelligence. But not like, I ain't talking about like brainiac. You can do calculus in the second grade type of intelligence. I'm just talking about like you put two and two things to go, social cues, and you know what I'm saying? I be assuming that. But like you said, like everybody hasn't had the chance or the exposure to different types of people, different situations. Yeah. So they might not know how to handle whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whoever or whatever situation. I can't fault them for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I try to do a little bit more digging when I can. Like I said, like what I don't know will hurt me, right? So if you let me know, like man, I ain't never been to California. I ain't never been inside of a 5-star hotel or 5-star restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I can't fault you when we go in there. You don't really know where things at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't get on your head about that when you already told me, like, boy, I never did this. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I can say too, though, that's the thing where it just requires a level of patience.
And I wanted to ask you this because you said earlier, you said you might not like that. So do you not like the women you attract?
Ooh.
That's
a good one, man.
I'm just asking, like,
you know,
Well, you know, it's okay to try something.
I mean, that's not a hard yes or no. You know, that's a very contextual thing, and that's a lot of layers to that.
Yeah, that's a case by case type of thing. Huh?
Yeah, so I can't give a hard answer. Some I'm fond of. Some I'm like, you don't know me, but that's how I come off. Did you think I'd be interested? Like, I'm mad at myself for conducting myself in a manner that you think that this could
even be a thing. Yeah,
and it ain't you. I promise. It's just me. Like, what am I doing wrong?
Well,
that's why I say, how am I carrying myself to where I'm coming off the wrong way? That'd be my thing, man.
That was a bar. That was a bar.
That was my thing. Like, when people keep saying, like, when people used to try to guess my height and they'd be like, oh, you look like you about 5'10", maybe 5'11". I'd be like, no, what am I doing? I'm 6'1". So how am I carrying myself where I don't carry my height well? So you know, you ain't got to be exactly right, but 5'9", 5'10".
5'9", crazy.
It's like
5'9", crazy for you.
That's the example. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing wrong? So you.
What? How you perceiving?
Or like, how am I carrying myself to where you can't know that I'm somewhat on the taller spectrum? You know?
Yeah. Above average.
Yeah. So it's like that's how I think about the whole dating thing. When there's like, I guess suitors that I'm not interested, how they come up to me, and like I say, I don't. It's just like I say, it's nothing personal. It's just like, okay, what am I doing? How am I carrying myself? How am I going about this to where?
I tell you this, Ed, you are an easy man to fall in love with and to want to be with. Honestly, no homo. Pause. Because if I was a woman and
the stability.
Oh man, yes, but it ain't just like stability money wise. Just like stability. Like, I know if I ask Ed, you want to do this, you're gonna be like no, or you can be like yes. Like, you got a lot of finality to you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes be like they play in the gray area till it's time to make a decision, then they make one. Now you gonna make one off the bat, and like a lot of women like that because they don't have to guess. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I say too. I think I feel like comfortable. Like, I'm easy to get comfortable with. Like, like you come to my home, some water in there. Like. You don't gotta, because
they know you.
But it'd be like them little things, like, okay, of course he gonna have water.
Well, that's him. I know he gonna have water. Yeah.
So stuff like that. That's why I say I know that I'm.
Yeah.
Like, that's like we had the episode where you say, "What are you selling?" or whatever.
Oh yeah, what are you selling? Yeah.
It's like, I know I'm comfortable. Yeah. Like, it's easy to just fall into the routine or the.
Hey, you know what's crazy? That could be a wide net, because I don't think that's even like a personality thing. Like. That's like a life thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody critically think about their life, they're like, oh, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? I could do that with Ed. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless. You know what I'm saying? What I would say is, like, I don't even know. How do you scale that? Like, do you show that in the beginning? Do you give that piece by
piece? I don't try to, like.
It don't even be that, because you
taper who I am or anything. Like, it's just who I am from the get-go. And I think, like I said, I'm just really honest, and it's just I feel like, you just got to live in your life, and everything gonna come to the light anyway. So this is really me. This is everything. If you annoying me, I'm gonna be like, I don't like that. Don't Yeah,
you ain't gotta say that to me.
I know I'm not the patience. Like I said, I feel like something's common sense, and
you good with romance?
Huh?
You good with romance?
When it comes to romance, you got to throw in like being affectionate, or like just romantic gestures, because I can get in my little romantic bag.
Romantic gestures.
Yeah, I say I can do that, but the whole affectionate thing, because I didn't really grow up with the affectionate stuff, so affection don't come natural for me. That's something like I gotta like
think to do.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna just naturally come in and just be affectionate and be all over you.
You're not gonna grab for the back while she washing the dishes.
No, I'm gonna come in and say, hey, how's your day? I sit across and we're gonna chop it up and have a good conversation, but no, I'm not naturally affectionate.
But you know what's crazy? It's crazy that you said that, but it can also be worded as like, I respect people's space. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just gonna intrude on your space. How I know you want to be touched. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that type of thing.
Everybody different.
Everybody different.
I mean, affection kind of it's a little universal for some, but not all.
Well, some people
Everybody
want to. Some people want to be invited to that. Some people just do it, and they gotta wait till they get.
Me personally, with MySpace, I'm not the touchy. I mean, this was pre-COVID. Now I got the excuse of COVID. Where it's like,
you was never really a touchy.
I'm not but like I say, I didn't grow up like that. You know,
I like hugging.
We didn't just hug all the time and do that stuff in my family. Like we just started getting more affectionate now, and that's more so because
the baby.
Oh no, just us growing up and realizing the importance of that, and trying to.
But it's also like manifested like love. Like, man, I love you, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it might be slightly awkward, but here, take this.
My dog, man.
Like I say, I used to come in the house from school and stuff. I'm talking about college and just say hey to my parents and stuff. We sit and talk.
You talk about like first time.
Hey, y'all.
Ain't no like you ain't seen them in like 3 months and then
hey y'all. It'll be excited, but that was it. It wasn't no hugs and stuff, and we didn't do all that. But
that's the difference, yeah.
But too, since we own this, like if you really wanted to get into it, like you got to go into people's childhood because your childhood is
the blueprint
what forms you to who you are as an adult. Like I was just saying, I didn't grow up affectionate, so I'm not naturally affectionate. That's something I got to like intentionally do.
Yeah,
and like I say, like how people grow up, you can if you get into like the people you dated and if you know their childhood, if you got to know them that well, you can start to find commonalities in that and be like, oh, okay.
Was your childhood very structured?
Yes. Yeah, okay. I would say so.
Okay. Okay. That's good to know. It was. So y'all had like on Wednesdays y'all did this, on Thursdays y'all did this. That type of
not that deep. I mean, we did go to. They had to have price burgers at Sonic on Tuesday. we would make that pretty consistently, but nah.
But even that's routine making. You know what I mean? Like, shoot, when we was kids, we went to.
I'm about to say, church was on Wednesday, church was on Sunday.
Church was on Sunday. Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was some. But like I say, like like my. And this was too what I learned how like, my mom has been a teacher all my life. Yeah. So, growing up, I never realized that a lot of kids during the summer got to fend for themselves till their parents get home. Like that's just a revelation I just had literally the last few months because I never realized that because shoot, my dad was a teacher for a while in my life too. So it's like when I was home, my parents was home always. And then the summer, like for sure, my mom was it. So it was like. It was always somebody that we didn't really have to fend for ourselves. It might be where they got to go do something one night and we just chilling, but that's like a one-off. That ain't something that we always had to do. So I didn't.
You didn't have to, yeah.
Come home and lock the doors and do all,
You
and
had to jump to the window and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's what I said, man. All that stuff kind of form who you are. So it's like I'm just like I said, I'm just starting to realize like the commonalities and the people I attract. It's just interesting to me.
Okay. So, the people that you have talked about their childhood with, did you find that they kind of had the same thing going up as well? Like, do they parents usually have like the same profession?
No, that's actually that has varied. I've talked to people who kind of came from 2-parent households that was a little loose. Some was structured. Some people from single-parent households and stuff.
Because I know that kind of like. The pendulum, there's like two extremes on the spectrum. There's people that like go up like that, then they want that, and then they got people that go up like that, so they do the complete opposite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because too, like with women, though, like the type of men that women are attracted to got a lot to do with the type of relationship they had with their father.
Exactly.
So some, if they had a great relationship with their father and they love their daddy, they looking for stuff. Characteristics that they daddy got in a man, and that's just I've learned that like if any girl I've dated that got good relationships with their father, they may not just say I want a man like my daddy because that's can get kind of creepy, but you subconsciously do it. So like I've dated people who dads was extremely affectionate, so they looking at me like why you not affectionate?
Yeah, that's true.
Then it's like girls who had dads that was kind of more strict, organized, and upright and structured.
Yeah.
That's me. So okay, that makes sense. Why you attracted to me? I remind you of your father.
Your father. Yeah, pause. Edifice pause.
Or shoot, you may didn't grow up with your dad, and then maybe like you just always seen what was lacking in your life, and
you're longing for that,
and now you're looking for that in a man, and what you didn't get from your father. So, and I like to think that, I said in 2022, I'm giving myself flowers, bro. I'm a good man, bro.
Come on, now.
I embody the characteristics of a good man. I'm handy.
You are. Resourceful.
I put my head down. I work.
You're
I'm reliable, bro. Like I say, I'm comfortable, bro. So I get it.
And you're pretty faithful. You get your word, you're gonna do something. You're gonna be there.
Yeah, man. So, man, my word, integrity, all that good job. So, no, I embody a man. I said it.
Just say it then,
so,
man.
Yeah,
Talk
man.
your stuff, kid.
I get it, but it's just like I said, it's just kind of been interesting, the type of women. And like I say, it really ain't. The funny thing is, like, it hadn't been like, I ain't really been on the far ends of the spectrum since I kind of got back in the dating world. Everybody been kind of like
in that area,
similar and kind of in the sense, and I just find it interesting. But it's like, say, okay, maybe I do want a quote unquote free spirited kind of person, and that's more free, and maybe they go out and they're a little bit
more liberal with this
stuff. So if I was to try to attract a person like that, do I have to change, or is it like, because you never know what a person is into, right? Because a person might be like that, but they might like the opposite, so they can have balance. Or some people like somebody that's similar, so they can keep the party going with them.
Right.
You never really know what a person wants.
Right.
But I think to myself, it's kind of thing with the height thing. If I want to be taller, I need to posture, tighten up.
Roll the shoulders back.
Make sure I'm. So if I'm trying to attract a different type of person,
do you change?
Does that mean you got to change or
alter?
But then too, it's like at that point, if you changing to attract a different person, then you probably ain't really being yourself. I don't know. Like I said, I went down a rabbit hole. This part didn't even matter to me because I'm not even.
Well, no, I mean, like, I know you have a thing with, and this is me being your friend. Like, you don't want to never feel like you forcing nothing, right? As a head. So, like, even if you come across that liberal woman or that abstract person, my bad, but that liberal or abstract person, I think you can still be yourself. It's just like, I just don't know. I think you can have a little bit more willingness. And I know when you think of that, you kind of leaving yourself a little open and getting burnt. You know what I mean? Not like that way, but like just, you might, something might happen. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a little bit less security in like situations with that kind of personality sometimes. I just don't know if you would accept that. I think it's more about acceptance.
I would. That's what I said.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that was the hypothetical part because I was like, I like structure and organization.
But what I'm saying, Ed, if you do come across a woman that is liberal, I don't even think you're going to open yourself up enough to even give her a chance.
I would. Possibly. I don't know.
I'm about to say, I don't know.
But then too, it go into like my preferences and what I'm attracted to. So
right.
If I hit you up on we talk on a Wednesday, it's like like I have nothing in my refrigerator. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, see, that's a different type.
That go into structure and organization and being an adult and being on top of your stuff. So at that point, I'm not interested. Sorry,
you're not gonna put yourself in that situation.
And too. I don't, because I am like naturally responsible and stuff. And so carelessness, I don't like that. Like when you just really careless and forgetful, because I'm very mindful and tactful. So like that don't work. And you know why it don't work for me? Because I feel like at times I turn into like a father. Like when you say, hey, make sure you got your keys. Did you grab your wallet? Did you grab this? It's like, I don't want that like dynamic where I feel like I gotta. No, some men. Again, this is a preference thing because some men they may not like. They may not mind that. I don't like that. Like, I feel like I'm an adult. You an adult. Yeah. Like it's just handle your stuff because you have to. Like it's just certain. It's just a base of certain things you have to do as an adult, I believe. And it's like, I don't want to have to like it, but it's incredible though. Cause I realize it's women that do that. Cause men are forgetful normally, typically in dynamic. So it's women that got to do that all the time. And that's why I be like, man, women are amazing because I don't have that type of
and they remember
patience
they remember
and
that stuff
bandwidth to deal with that.
Yeah.
Like she'll just think it's like he's just forgetful. That's it. Man, I'm like,
man,
what's going on?
Why
like,
you keep messing this up?
Why aren't you being intentional? You have to think. And then, like I say, I'm telling the grown up that I sound like a freaking father. And I don't want to do that, man.
Yeah. I was told that I do this little thing where like me and my lady might be having a discussion, right? Not even a disagreement, just a discussion, and like we both making different points. At the end of my point, I'm always like, you understand what I'm saying? And she was like, why do you say that? That's like so like belittling. Yeah. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, and she was like, if I didn't understand, I would tell you like I didn't understand. But you always like, you understand what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's different than like, nah, I mean, like that's just colloquialism. I would actually be like, well, you know what you feel? You understand what I just said? I say stuff like that, and she was like, well, you act like a daddy. That's like a daddy or like a you sound like a teacher or something.
But see,
I say that because if there was any confusion that may have arisen in our conversation, I'm asking, did I make myself clear? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, is there any kind of trepidation that could be happening right now? But if they do not, I do that to set the stage for that. Like,
I guess I'm straightening, man.
Because if I just say my stuff, I'm like, okay, that's it. No. Now I'm authoritative.
Because I think for me, I've just been in situations where I've just been completely misinterpreted so many times.
That's what I'm saying.
I just gotta like lay it out, almost to the point where it might be annoying, redundant, annoying.
I know I'd be annoying with that,
or even come off like I'm talking to you like you stupid or something. But it's no, I'm not doing it. It's just I'm not trying. I don't want to be misinterpreted, so I'm gonna like overdrive my point so you can not say, well, why I literally didn't mean it like that. You took that completely wrong, out of context, and now you just going off. You basing what your reaction is on something that's just wrong. Now, if it's right and you just got an issue, okay,
I'm gonna give you that. Yeah. I'm gonna give you that.
But no, that's just wrong. Like, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I said. I wasn't trying to imply nothing. I just wanted to say what I was saying, and that was that. So, yeah, I do that where it's kind of like it's like, and it's just really coming from a place of.
Yes.
Just trying to be understood and not misinterpreted.
Yeah. And I try to make
just clear communication. Like, are we on the same page? You get what I'm saying? No, not you thought or.
And then I be
like, this is what I'm just trying to say.
And I'd be like, when I said this, did you feel any kind of way? Because, this might have been a point of contention. You know what I'm saying? I bring that up and.
But no, I didn't mean it that way. Like I said, I just been it's just been taken completely the wrong way, or just, I didn't mean it just. Like I say, it's the interpretation of things. Like that's why I just try to just get as clear and have a great understanding. Just make sure we on the same page. Because like I say, I've just said something thinking, okay, yeah, you'll understand. That's what I'm saying. Assuming commons, like you got the same thought process, and on the same length, and don't be. And now you just arguing semantics and going over what was said and not actually moving forward for resolution, but you just stuck on this because it was just completely different interpretations of what was said and misunderstanding.
Right, exactly. Exactly. And then that's when frustration set in, and it didn't become this whole little frustration back and forth, fuzziness up in
and like one of the things that I just don't have a patience for, and I'm just gonna always yield my time is arguing semantics. Yeah, semantics. No, not doing it. I just not doing it. Like, no, I said this. Okay, well, did that change the meaning or interpretation of anything? No, I just don't want you putting words in my mouth. Okay. All right. Or it just be like,
what was the intention?
Or you try to like paraphrase.
Oh my god!
But people think you quoting them.
See, I do this thing now, bro.
That's why I like that whole semantics. I just can't do. I don't have it in me.
2022. I told you, man. I do this thing. I just pull up the text. I pull up the text. Hey, you could ask my girl. I pull up call logs. Open that much to the details. Look, I called you at 6:34. You ain't answered. Now cross reference that with the text. I sent that at 6:34. No response. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do that just like you said because I don't want to be misinterpreted, and I don't want to lie to you, and I don't want you to feel like I'm just making stuff up when I'm just.
Well, like I said, like if you just basing your reaction on something that wasn't the case, because like I say, I am a work in progress. I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna get on your nerves. I'm gonna annoy you at times. If it's based off of something that actually happened, cool. Tell me. I have no problem. We can get that straightened out. But if it's like something that didn't happen that way at all, and you don't understand where that person got that from, that's when it's an issue. You know.
My bad.
But yeah, man. So I don't know. I guess I just been thinking about that, and it's all stemmed from trying to figure out if I need a 2-3 bedroom and what that'll look like for me.
I mean, buying a house is pretty much like
probably gonna be there for a few years normally.
Well, we're coming up in this time in life where like our decisions are going to be the makeup of what our family, and I ain't talking about like our family, like our kids, and our wives and stuff like that, what they going to experience. So you look at a house and you be like, man, what if they want to put a basketball goal outside? You can't put no basketball goal outside right there.
Yeah.
Then it's like, well, they don't even need a basketball. You might have that conversation with yourself just looking at the house. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, heck, and for me too, like one of the main things I wanted was a backyard. So as I get on there, I start seeing like little condos, and I was like, no, I want a back. Like this is like the whole premise of all this is having a backyard. So no, I can't not have a backyard. Nah, that's I would just stay in an apartment at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
I need that backyard that I can transform into my oasis. Need some water running, man.
A little grotto.
Yeah,
they got the mini grottos.
I already know who's gonna do my landscaping.
You gonna do a little? What's the conversation pitch? You like those? When it's like kind of in.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I like those.
I'm gonna do something comfortable, man.
Yeah, bro. I'll be over there.
Something where people, somewhere like you want to chill back there. Not oh yeah, we can sit back here. This. I want to lay.
Like this where people be.
Yeah. Like you don't have to wonder. Like this is where we at. So that's why I say like for me. Like I go into a backyard, that's gonna be important with how spacious it is and how it's laid out. Like I can't just accept any type of backyard. But
what you before we get done here, and I'm looking for a song, but when it comes to like think about the women I dealt with in my past and things like that, I don't know. I just never put myself above like criticism. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh no, never.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I'd be like, well, I could have did that better. Like, I know when sometimes with some points in some relationship where like I dropped the ball on that. And you know what I'm saying? Somewhere I might have been ignorant to some of the things. Some things might have been intentional. You know what I'm saying? Some things might have been intentional. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta live with that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta live with that, and I take that on the chin. Not to say that I just take it and I throw it away, but it's like I take that lesson and you know what I'm saying, and it snowballs. Like I try to bring the good into the next one. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with anybody though, I can't treat you how I treat Buddha. Or I can't treat her how I treat this one. But luckily, I ain't in the dating field like that.
Yeah, I'm about to say you don't got to worry about that no more, man. You locked in. Me, I'm just out here. Still learning.
It's dangerous out there, man.
I don't know, man.
How is outside, man?
I don't know. I think it depends on how like hard you looking for what you looking for, and I don't know. I date, but that ain't like my number one priority that I just gotta
just focus on
that. Like I'm trying to tighten up and get this work stuff and all this stuff I need to get done for work locked in, man. So. It's cool, I guess. It's fun. I think men and women have completely different experiences because I strongly believe it's way more, not quality women, but like compared to men. Because like, I
think it's a lot more women that got their stuff together.
A lot more women got their stuff together. And then like with women normally around this time, they're kind of all on a pretty much accord where they
know what they want.
Lock in and find somewhere. Whereas men like... Shoot, some people just looking for a good time. Some people may want to be serious, and men can be deceptive. So
Yeah.
They may appear one way just to,
just to get what they want
and stuff. So, or and I think men are just be wild. And so, yeah. But no, the dating experience cool. Like I say, man, you just got to go into it, open mind, get to know somebody, and then just be honest with yourself.
You bought some crab legs yet?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, you got to be honest with yourself.
Nah, man.
Yeah, the crab legs and hookah, man. That's what I hear.
Hey, in real talk, for those listening, crawfish season is coming, all right?
3 pounds.
Hey, crawfish season is coming. There's going to be a lot of kings out there trying to impress a young lady. I'm telling you. Go get that 3 pounds.
And a daiquiri.
The daiquiri. Hey, she get 2 sausages on her. Hey, man. That might be a little bit too far, man. But crawfish season is upon us. Gonna be a lot of people out and about. That bring out all the little, tricksters, what I'm saying, for better or for worse. You know what I'm saying? I definitely would be in the spot eating some crawfish. You know what I'm saying? And if you're cooking crawfish for the first time, hey, man, take your time. Make sure that water hot.
Make sure you purge them.
Make sure you purge them so they ain't dirty.
My goodness, that's the main
and
thing. Mardi
Gras coming up. I know that's not really like a holiday for us, but it's like a holiday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's something else I want to tell the people of TEP.
Go ahead. W-2s.
Oh, W-2 tax season.
Yeah, they should be coming out soon, man.
Ooh.
If you ain't spoke to that child all year, don't claim them.
Don't claim them.
Well, whoever
if you ain't spoke to that woman,
caregiver,
if all you do is buy a pack of diapers, that'll be you can carry that kid.
Let that primary caregiver carry that child, man. Yeah. Don't be like that.
Don't do that, bro. And all y'all with them PVP loans,
good luck.
Good luck, man. I hope y'all make it. And
again, this has been the Transferable Experience Podcast, episode 48 or 49.
48.
Remember to do all the things on all the things.